Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the virtual graduation ceremony for Lewis and Clark High School's graduating class of 2020. Hi, I'm Mary Beth Smith, and I'm the very proud principal of the Lewis and Clark Tigers. This year we are graduating 421 seniors strong. The class has proven that this does take a little bit more to be a Tiger, and they have shown it to us all. This year has proven to be the most challenging of any senior class, and this group has managed to navigate this broken and lonely time with patience, grit, and grace. It has been our pleasure. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you your senior class president, Jacob Daniel Hollisey, and your senior class vice president, Josephine Claire Stencil.
Hello, my name is Jake Hallisey, and this is Josie Stenzel. As class president and vice president, it is our pleasure to welcome you all to Lewis and Clark's 108th commencement ceremony. And to the class of 2020, welcome to the good life. Now please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Graduation is a time of celebration and a time to acknowledge accomplishment. The class of 2020 truly deserves this time, for they have been an extraordinary group of young men and young women, most definitely an example for our underclassmen to follow. With the strong foundations that they have built, it is time for them to leave us, not to take the road less traveled, but to build better roads, never traveled before, roads where they will lead the way. Now we begin to build the next part of their lives. Because their futures rely on building, graduates to this day wear a robe symbolizing the workman's tunic of ancient Greece, and they have a hat that resembles and is even named after a mason's mortarboard. Please look at the back of your program where you will find the words for this next musical selection. They again impart the same theme that Longfellow's building materials of time instead of mortar, and yesterdays and todays instead of bricks and blocks. In 1961, music directors Gerald Hartley and Oliver C. Fuller were commissioned to set Longfellow's poem to music. Their composition of the Builders has been played at every Lewis and Clark graduation since that time, 59 years ago. To continue this tradition for the 2020 graduation, the Builders, directed by Lewis and Clark Band director Dan Nord, we are using last year's broadcast from the LC Band in order to ensure that this tradition goes on. And speaking of those, ladies and gentlemen, who excel academically, it is my pleasure to present the summa cum laude seniors of the Lewis and Clark class of 2020. Spokane Public Schools moved to a Latin honors system to recognize academic achievement this year. And for the very first year, Lewis and Clark has the largest cadre of summa and magna and cum laude students of any school in the district. This year, we have 47 students who have attained a GPA of 4.3 or higher for that summa distinction. This year, our summa cum laudes selected 2 students, their peers, to speak at today's graduation. It is my pleasure to introduce to you today's speaker, Andrew Samuel Ringe and Bailey Grace Vanderwild.
Hello. For the people who don't know me, I'm Andrew Ringe. I'm incredibly touched to have the chance to address everyone as a member of our senior class. I want to extend a deep note of gratitude to Mr. Norton, Principal Mary Beth Smith, and all of LC admin for allowing me to be here. No one expected that this day of celebration would look like this. To face any final moment of saying goodbye is difficult. A goodbye so abrupt becomes incredibly difficult. I can make a lot of dramatic and oft-repeated statements about the condition of the world around us and the unprecedented impact of this year on our communities. People far more intelligent and eloquent than I have already spoken to the crises facing our nation. I mean, come on, Barack Obama gave a nationwide commencement speech. Obama. What I do know is Lewis and Clark. In light of this, I believe that reflection on what LC has provided for every one of us is most valuable. I'm not sure that everyone fully comprehends the strength of the community that has been created at this school. I have seen us band together as a school to give back through service and volunteering, to support fellow students with terminal illnesses, to reach out to a neighborhood school following a terrifying act of violence, to gather in protest to call for justice, to genuinely grieve unimaginable losses to our community. I have seen teachers sacrifice their own time to offer a moment of comfort to a struggling student, just as I have witnessed us celebrating wins at Rubber Chicken, dressing up for homecoming, and cheering at welcome cons. As challenging as today may be, it serves us well to recall our times of unity that allow us to process tragedies and still come together in moments of celebration. Today, we are all beyond lucky to celebrate the accomplishments of LC's graduating class of 2020. In moving on to greater pursuits, do not forget the building blocks of connection that Elsie has gifted us. What has been emphasized over and over again to us at this school is that what will build your community is not a single grand gesture, but your day-to-day interactions with those around you. A small effort extended every day yields far greater and more sustainable results. Math is hard, but the internet told me that a 1% improvement every day, compounded, makes something 3,800% better by the end of the year. We've had days at LC that have been challenging, but I have not found a better mirror for this lesson. Your future community will reflect your dedication and commitment to it, both your successes and failures, and your acknowledgement of such. We may all be headed in different directions, but if LC reminds us of anything, it's that your community is what you make of it. To our teachers, to our administration, to our counselors, to our office staff, our lunch staff, our librarians, our bookroom workers, our custodians, and to my fellow classmates, thank you. As Elwood says in Legally Blonde, we did it.
When I was barely old enough to stand, my dad brought me to the mountains with my 2 older sisters and put me on 2 skis. He would tell me, just make 10 turns to entice me down the slope, calling up to me, turn, each time I traversed the run. He was there to support me while I worked to figure out my way down the mountain. My legs were tired and my hands cold, but I would take it 10 turns at a time to get to the bottom. Even now, on the toughest slopes, I'll count my turns, spurring myself on to have poise, boldness, and resolve. As we move forward from high school, we gain independence. There won't always be someone to count our turns or hold our hand. High school isn't the end of relying on the people around us, but rather the start of a new independence. The people that we have gone to school with for 12 years go their own ways, but a community persists out of the shared milestones and memories. This isn't how any of us expected it all to end, and yet living through history, our generation is finding ways to make its mark and to connect in a time of isolation. While virtual proms and graduation ceremonies don't match up to the rumors of the real dances, breakfasts, or all-nighters, the time we had in high school, the opportunities afforded to us, the care our teachers showed us, and the knowledge they revealed to us are invaluable gifts. Our teachers, parents, coaches, siblings, and friends have helped us get to this point where we can start to pave a new path and find the strength to act on what we know is right. But the world will never let us have our way without difficulty. We will get knocked down by the force of its opposition. So when it feels impossible to move forward, seep in the encouragement of others to take one more step, one more turn, and give substance to our dreams. We must allow ourselves the grace to fall behind and the perseverance to get going again. We must find levity in the darkness, love in the indifference, and strength in the opposition. Our class has the will to remedy the errors of the generations before us and the missteps of our own, but it'll never come easily. These last few weeks have been full of uncertainty, doubt, joy, solidarity, and anger. And now, in the midst of it all, is our time to take hold of our lives. From here, we determine our futures and our values. The state of the world may force us to grow up faster, find our independence quicker, and struggle a little more to find our footing. But the world needs our generation's initiative more than ever. It's time to find balance in the complexities of society. Be guided by what we have learned and know. Go with our hearts to do what is right. Find your own way down the slope, whether it's a turn at a time or tumbling head over heels. The world is ours. Thank you.
Class of 2020, congratulations. Felicitaciones, Jaramman. We honor you with this special graduation message to celebrate you and your accomplishments. These words are dedicated to a class who will shape our world. When you look at your past,
it is a reminder of where you came from, which is a testament to who you are. Your unique experiences are the foundation on which you will build your future, our future. You are a success story. Your future is bright, so keep looking up.
Sometimes opportunities will fall in your lap. You have the knowledge to know if you should leave it or live it. No matter your position, be a bold and courageous leader.
But before you move forward, we have one last assignment for you. Be purposeful and passionate. Take time to find your true purpose in life. Learn from the generation that came before you. You are graduating during a time of challenge and change. Our community and our world need you to think different, dream big, and be original.
We celebrate you. This is the end of an amazing chapter, yet the story of you continues. Lewis and Clark High School, class of 2020, I present you with evidence of your greatness, your brilliance, and your success. Your future awaits.
First, before I start to speak directly to you, our Lewis and Clark graduates, I want to lead you in thanking the Lewis and Clark teachers and staff who helped get you across this important finish line. Our staff is unparalleled, and during this recent crisis, they absolutely showed their resilience and commitment to you, and they showed their conviction that you are worthy of every ounce of their effort that they could give. Please take a moment in the weeks this summer to send an email, make a call, drop a card or letter, and let them know how much their unceasing efforts on your behalf meant to you. And now on to you. Every year when I think about my final words to seniors, I try to think about what I know about this very specific group of young people who will be sitting before me with their tassels dangling from their mortarboards, waiting to cross the stage and commence their after-school lives. Typically, I can find a hallmark of the group. There was that group that came in as calm and mature as can be. Even at 14 years old, they were wise and deep and kind. The group that came in with indefatigable high spirits. They found joy, brought joy into virtually every interaction here at Lewis and Clark. They were funny and fun and determined not to leave anyone untouched by their warmth and hilarity. So now, how to think about you. It would be easy to speak of your resilience. You have weathered very many storms, real live storms. Remember, we had our first snow day of the school year back in September? Remember when fires in this area confined athletic practices to indoor gyms at Sacagawea and here at Lewis and Clark? Remember when your freshman and your sophomore and your junior spring athletic seasons began with several inches of ice and snow layered onto the soccer and baseball fields? And you weathered metaphorical storms as well. National and local concerns around school violence, eco-fears, political strife and division, and of course the one you are enduring right now, at home, remote control in hand, wondering if you should just fast forward through these speeches part and get to the part where you get to watch your friends cross the Hartfield stage. The important part of that last line, that you were at home during a graduation, watching a virtual ceremony. This is all just so odd. But you know what else, ladies and gentlemen? It is your reality. And while it takes resilience to endure the challenges you are facing right now, your resilience is not what I want to focus on, because we have larger things to talk about. Because Tiger seniors, hear this. You are who we need in this moment. It's you. You are the first group that is going to be stepping into these new and uncharted waters. It's you who will make a way for all of us out of this crazy thing that we find ourselves in. And I understand fully that you didn't ask for this job. Not one of you put your hand up and said, please, pick me, pick me. I want to be the leader that the world needs right now. Enough of my carefree teenage years. I want to straighten things up on a global scale and make sure that from here on out, it's smooth sailing. World, I got you. But the bottom line is this, ladies and gentlemen, you're up. It's going to be on you. My generation has work to do, and we're not done yet. But we need you right now. And here's the great and glorious part of that reality. You don't need to be fearful of whether or not you have the capacity to lead this work. Those of us who have known you and worked with you for these past 4 years know that you do. We've watched you, and no other class before you has led with as much goodness, compassion, and intelligence as you. You are really good people. Yes, you're talented. I've spent 4 years attending your athletic events, your plays and your musicals, your concerts, tournaments, festivals, and playoffs. You are a force. And yes, you are accomplished. During your time at Lewis and Clark, you have won state GPA awards, taken first place in multiple sports, been named Gatorade Athletes of the Year, won global Cameron scholarships. but above all else, you are good. There is a decency and a care that infuses all your interactions, and you look out for one another. You're unwilling to move forward without ensuring that everyone is packed and ready for travel. I know this because I watched. I watched you organize to collect food for others, and through multiple programs, you distributed that food to classmates and all across our community. I watched you raise funds for children with special needs. You made signs for friends who were ill and who were hurt. You made sure that when a former teacher lost his fight against cancer, that you reached out to his family and shared your love. You reached out to Freeman High School. You walked for gun safety. You cared for homeless people in our community and donated funds to UGM. You took part in Earth Day events and recycled and reused and repurposed. You supported the dignity of LGBTQ classmates. You mentored ELD students in other schools. You celebrated Lewis and Clark's diversity, honored our veterans and military service persons. You served as hosts to foreign students, represented LC in travel abroad, advocated for classmates in crisis, and loved on members of our community who were ill, struggling, isolated, and in need throughout these past scary weeks. And now, right now, you're watching our nation give rise to a new understanding of racial justice and of the hard next steps we need to take for equity and the dismantling we need to do of systems and institutions so that every one of our graduates can truly breathe and in a safe and supportive America. You're amazing. Parents, these are very good people. You have raised and given us remarkable young adults, and we have done our very best to make them ready for their next steps. But the intelligence to know which direction to go, the compassion to ensure that everyone with them arrives safely and with opportunity and with true dignity, they brought that to the party all by themselves. Thank you. It has been a privilege to serve. And now it is my further privilege to certify that each member of the class of 2020 receiving a diploma has met all of the requirements of the state of Washington and all other requirements established by the local board of directors and is therefore eligible to be graduated from Lewis and Clark High School and Spokane Public Schools.
Carlos Ramirez Santiago.
Walk over to the
Ashley Lynn Browning. Cassia L. Zerlini. Caitlin M. Groover. Sarah Marie Wheeler, Distinguished Honors. Grace Marie Justine Witt. Haley J. Week. Tyler Daniel Allen. Jaron Everett Adams. Graduating summa cum laude, David Arwale. Graduating cum laude, Daria Elitich. John Thomas Ellison. Ian Miles Barker. Stand right on the yellow. Camille Jay Thompson. Graduating summa cum laude, Eli Wallace Armstrong. Graduating with an AA degree from Spokane Falls Community College, Jayden Boaz Allen. Drake Allen McKinney. Emma Brett. Anna Paige Ackerman. Graduating summa cum laude, Morgan Grace Armstrong. Bailey Marie Babin. Cade Benjamin Archer.
Stand on the yellow next, hold that up.
Okay, thank you. Natina May Addy. Graduating cum laude, Paul Nay Blue.
Stand on the yellow X and hold that right up.
Matthew Robert Barker. Emily Michael Bendixson. Joshua Eric Buick. Graduating cum laude, Charles Swan Avery. Congratulations, Charles. Graduating magna cum laude, Catherine Corliss Bonninger. Nathaniel Paul Bender. Noah Allen Bartlett.
Congratulations, Noah.
Graduating summa cum laude, Kiki Suzanne Barrikas. Graduating cum laude with an AA degree from Spokane Falls Community College, Ainsley Louise Bauer.
Good job, Ainsley. Stand on the yellow X.
Graduating with an AA degree from Spokane Falls Community College, Jordan D. Boehm.
Stand right there on the yellow.
Tia Elizabeth Boehm. Graduating with distinguished honors, Caleb Michael Both. Graduating with distinguished honors, Juno Bailey Bonnell Jones. Henry Price Von Redhill. Jamie Rose Brooks.
Shake hands here. So on the yellow tape.
Nathaniel Melville Blake. Graduating with distinguished honors, Coulter Glenn Cloninger. Graduating summa cum laude, Stella May Lynn Brown. Graduating summa cum laude, Lindsay Sarah Butler. William Cloutier.
Congratulations, William.
Jordan Patrick Butigan. Tristan Brooks Nathaniel Brown.
Good job, Tristan. Congratulations, buddy.
Yellow mark.
Graduating cum laude, Luke Matthew Bumpus.
Congratulations.
Daniel Anthony Siniceros.
Well done, family.
Graduating with distinguished honors, Amelia Rosaline Crawford Hine. Aristotle Jacob Burns.
Well done. Congratulations.
Graduating summa cum laude, Melanie Eileen Brenham. Graduating cum laude, Andrew Shaw. Elijah J. Clopton. Graduating cum laude, Hayden James Gauthier. Nathaniel C. Clark. Okay, Jessica Elizabeth Chase.
We back up. Well done. Everybody get this picture again.
Wyatt Tex Chase. Logan Denlinger. Lewis J. Ellis.
Congratulations.
Graduating with distinguished honors, Jonathan Curley. Graduating cum laude and with the seal of biliteracy in Spanish, Kimberly Costilla. Graduating cum laude and an associate arts degree from Spokane Falls Community College, Paula Gabrielle Davis. Graduating summa cum laude, Emma Kathleen Daly. Graduating summa cum laude, Noah Scott Davis.
Really well done.
Graduating magna cum laude with a seal of biliteracy in Spanish, Jordan Brianna Dashell. Graduating cum laude, Isabella Jeanette Delise.
Well done. We do an elbow tap. Well done. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Anastasia Christina Darling. Elizabeth Dibble.
Well done. We take a picture here.
Aiden Samuel Iyer.
Really happy for him. Folks want to take a picture.
Go ahead.
Henry S. Cubbage.
Congratulations, Henry. It's the important thing to do. Okay, so a picture and then go stand with the yellow X.
Molly Peyton Ellis. Jonathan Nolan Easterbrooks. Graduating magna cum laude, Joshua Martin Eckert. Rachel Leanne Douglas.
Well done. That's okay.
Graduating cum laude, Shannon Leah Farley. Chloe Abella Doherty. Alicia Marie Edgar. Nicholas Adam Nelson Duncan. Graduating summa cum laude, Meredith Paige Dirkman. Graduating summa cum laude, Maxwell Patrick Ellingson. Graduating summa cum laude, Enos Spencer Ducharme. Isaac James Michael Ingle. Graduating cum laude, Sage Christine Urban. Paul Everett Andrews Urban. Jasmine Euro. John Evan Filinowski. Keaton Dylan Evans. Graduating summa cum laude, Mia Rose Eder. Colby James Fairchild. Michael Peter Estes. Graduating with 70 credits from Eastern Washington University, Talia Diamond Richmond. Graduating cum laude with 70 credits from Eastern Washington University, Sydney Lauren Fairman.
Thank you.
Graduating magna cum laude, Caitlin West Evans. Graduating cum laude, John Calvin Farley. Andrew Jacob Fernald.
Got it?
Alexander D. Fernalovich.
It's like a handshake.
Graduating cum laude, Paige Elizabeth Gailey. Wyatt Finley. Graduating summa cum laude, Kate Elizabeth Fossbender. Graduating summa cum laude with a seal of biliteracy in Spanish, Rebecca Erin Fox. Graduating cum laude, Rose Bernadette Wayne Felice.
Congratulations.
Connor Rose Corinne France. Graduating magna cum laude, Darby Day Fitzgerald. Diamond Angelina Ariana Franco. Robert Michael Gregg.
Well done. Yellow X.
Graduating summa cum laude, Madeline Elizabeth Gatewood.
Well done. Well done, family. Congratulations.
Graduating magna cum laude, Erin Irene Gores. Graduating cum laude, Sydney Elise Golding. Graduating with distinguished honors, Haviva Maria Giangreco. Haley Marie Erin Hazen. Jacob Manley Grunin.
Mom needs a great shot.
Graduating magna cum laude, Emma Catherine Guin. Spencer Michael Gorman. Tyler Michael Gorman. Graduating magna cum laude, McKay Thomas Graper. Graduating cum laude, Sierra Leanne Hansen.
Stop for me. Smile your parents because they work hard.
Cademan Joshua Gwynn. Graduating summa cum laude, Darby A. Rickle. Graduating with distinguished honors, Elijah Daniel Hansen. Graduating cum laude, Kerrigan Nicole Hansen. Graduating summa cum laude, Jacob Daniel Hallisey.
Congratulations. Lots of pictures for your family. They work hard.
Lakaya Shavis Hairston Dunbar. Lavinia Lunt Greer.
Well done.
Graduating cum laude, Sarah Noel Haney.
Well done. You waited for them because they worked hard.
Sarah Nicole Haynes. Graduating summa cum laude, Isla Rose Hargraves. Kiani Avery Guthmuller.
Well done, family. Congratulations.
McKenna James Headley.
Well done. You let your mom take a great picture of you.
Brendan Davis Stripewolf. Noah C. Hamilton. Amelia Leanne Hart. Graduating with 70 credits from Eastern Washington University, Rebecca Lynn Harper. Mohammed Haroon. Graduating magna cum laude, Emma Woodward Hendricks. Sean Michael Hegblum. Graduating cum laude, Justin Taylor Hamilton. Ethan Kirk Nakas. Graduating summa cum laude, Sarah Elizabeth Rose Moline. Salil Alida Hernandez. Graduating cum laude, Courtney Nicole Hout. Jaceel Casada Hernandez. Graduating magna cum laude, Miles H. Heath. Seen La. Graduating summa cum laude, Elias Holland. Madeline Shea Hartman. Jamie Elizabeth Roller. Graduating cum laude with a seal of biliteracy in Spanish, Annie Mae McQueston. Grace E. Haugen. Graduating summa cum laude, James Stephen McGivern. Atina K. Jabawu. Graduating cum laude, Sarah Catherine Holman. Graduating cum laude, Mason Alexander Mitchell. Graduating summa cum laude with the seal of biliteracy in Spanish, Joshua Eli Heckman. Graduating magna cum laude, Joy Marie Costin. Graduating with the seal of biliteracy in Japanese, Halka Inagaki. laude, Sarah Marie Hockett. Hannah Olivia Humes. Graduating cum laude, Jacob Abraham Huppen. Parker D. Sutherland. Serafina Elizabeth Radford. Graduating with distinguished honors and an Associate of Arts degree from Spokane Community College, Josiah Daniel Jennings. Graduating with distinguished honors, Kate Huffnagel. Graduating summa cum laude, Grayson Taylor Kaiser. Sarah Ann Humphreys. Graduating summa cum laude with a seal of biliteracy in Chinese, Brenna Wong. Graduating magna cum laude with a seal of biliteracy in Norwegian, Serena Marie Neil Johansson. Graduating magna cum laude, Nicholas Chris Jeske. Graduating cum laude with 70 credits from Eastern Washington University, Emma C. Orndorff. Graduating magna cum laude, Tyler Alexander Hilzendegger. Graduating with distinguished honors, Chloe Bell Olson. Nicholas A. Rosekrantz. Gabriel Perry Johnson. Bliss Adair Miller. Tabiko Kate Jukjuk. Graduating summa cum laude, Gwyneth E. Teal. Molly Elizabeth Leach. Wyatt K. Impakoven. Robel Cassay. Graduating cum laude, Jolena Michelle Manoguera. Graduating cum laude with an Associate of Arts degree from Spokane Community College, Ashley Nicole Nicholson. Graduating summa cum laude, Sydney Rachel Williams. Graduating with distinguished honors, Riley Quinn Kelly. Graduating summa cum laude, Chloe Leah Wiley. Kiera Juliana Juligay. Graduating with a seal of biliteracy in Swahili, Daniel Kilwani. Graduating with distinguished honors and 70 credits from Eastern Washington University, Aiden Alexander McKay. Graduating cum laude with 70 credits from Eastern Washington University, Eleanor Fran Kappas. Alicia Kenyon. Peyton Bailey Johnson. Graduating summa cum laude with the seal of biliteracy in Spanish, Gavin Michael Juveler. Holden James Rasmussen. Graduating cum laude, Maeve Elizabeth Jensen. Graduating summa cum laude, Ethan Wyatt Mueller. Graduating magna cum laude, Claire Isabel Murphy. Graduating cum laude, Fiona Jane Murphy. Ryan Kenny Ilg. Riley Hannah Kintner. Graduating magna cum laude with 70 credits from Eastern Washington University, William Chambers Smith. Teddy Jackson. Caleb Knight Jordan. Graduating magna cum laude, Curran Levi Middleton. Graduating magna cum laude, Owen Newell Middleton. Graduating cum laude with an Associate of Arts from Spokane Community College, Nuku Zhang. Delina W. Jonathan. Graduating with distinguished honors, Carmen Elena Martinez. Jillian Faye Moore. Graduating cum laude with 70 credits from Eastern Washington University, Gwen E. Knight. Graduating with an Associate of Arts degree from Spokane Falls Community College, Ethan Lee Plaster. Michaela Ann Marie Mason. Zachary Walter Summers. Kalia R. Pinchak. Hannah Jo Mahan. David Alexander Sumner. Graduating with distinguished honors, Samaya Kalianne Kuntz.
Samuel David McLaughlin. Graduating summa cum laude, Kian Roy Minor. Molly Elizabeth Kerfman. Graduating magna cum laude, Connor Edward Martin. Graduating as a distinguished honors, Emma Catherine Menzies Lang. Daniel Allen Maxwell. Graduating with distinguished honors, Jasper Savoy LaRue. Michaela Ray Napton. Logan Michael Wagner. Tarek Dean Pierce. Graduating with distinguished honors, Spencer John Young. Graduating summa cum laude, Louis B. Mai. Graduating with distinguished honors and a seal of biliteracy, Emma Con John. Graduating summa cum laude, Benjamin Kai Louie. Marcel Anthony Potter. Christopher E. Sukin. Brianna Raylyn Stewart. Nada Lynn. Calvin Sherwood. Graduating with an Associate of Arts degree from Spokane Falls Community College, Caitlin Elizabeth Kashort. Graduating with distinguished honors, Matthew Aaron Seiler. Caden Charles Dean Mayers. Graduating summa cum laude, Sydney Capri Zeneker. Haley Rose Moreland. Caitlin Rose McIver. Graduating summa cum laude, Callie Savannah Ledabor. Graduating magna cum laude, Duncan Terrence Sullivan. Graduating summa cum laude, Lauren Tinsley Wood. Graduating cum laude, Tylin Aviana Tate. Nathaniel Drake Larson. Ashley A. Parks Grain. Norman Wyckoff. Graduating magna cum laude, Matthew Alexander Reed. Abigail Ruth Ward. Graduating magna cum laude, Joseph P. Treefry. Graduating with the seal of biliteracy, Jael Mateos. Graduating cum laude, Joshua Stephen Love. Graduating summa cum laude, Molly Ryan McMulkin. Graduating magna cum laude, Piper Jade Quimby. Graduating cum laude, Morgan Kathleen Valley. Graduating magna cum laude, Harissa Selecki. Manpal Singh. Graduating cum laude, Cameron Nicole Smith. Piper John Thompson. Graduating summa cum laude, Bennett William Nye. Jordan Kenneth Santiago. Graduating magna cum laude, Josephine Stenzel. Jessica Raylyn Quaccarini. Graduating magna cum laude and 70 credits from Eastern Washington University, Gabriella Christina Marquis. Maverick Nazarino. Haley Thompson. Graduating cum laude and an Associate of Arts degree from Spokane Falls Community College, Severin James Smith. Graduating magna cum laude, Owens Miller. Graduating cum laude, Wyatt Richard Swain. Graduating cum laude, Jacqueline Maria Stefanoff. Graduating cum laude and a seal of biliteracy, Noah Brady Williams. Graduating with the seal of biliteracy, Roberto Lopez. Graduating summa cum laude and a seal of biliteracy, Andrew Samuel Ringe. Genevieve Augusta Marchini. Lillian Rose Womack. Graduating magna cum laude, Emily Suzanne Pitts. Ethan James Waring. Graduating cum laude, Megan Pratt. Graduating cum laude, Sophia Ellen Tobias Murray. Graduating summa cum laude, Patrick Joseph North. Tad Zachary Patrick. Elizabeth Rihani Lopez. Graduating cum laude, Gabriel Dennis Thompson. Graduating with distinguished honors and an Associate of Arts degree from Spokane Falls Community College, Abigail Isabel Moore. Shelley Ann Meyer. Graduating cum laude, Malachi James Moore. Graduating with the seal of biliteracy, Abraham Zavala. Alexandra J. Phelan. Jack Ryan Stevens. Brooklyn Rochelle Yamamoto. Kayla Renee Stapleton. Graduating cum laude, Matthew David Pfeiffer. Graduating summa cum laude, Chloe Margaret Pond. Caden Joseph Ryan. Graduating cum laude, Jackson Kent Morehouse. Graduating cum laude, Samuel Van Morehouse. Graduating cum laude, Paige Elizabeth Stoik. Dakota Williams Solons. Graduating magna cum laude, Nicole Razanovic. Jonathan Gabriel Stieber. Graduating with distinguished honors, Evan James Schweifler. Graduating with distinguished honors, Jonathan Lee Schweifler. Tayana Isabella Pereira. Graduating magna cum laude, Jordan Munir. Graduating cum laude, Sahe Blut Mu. Graduating with the seal of illiteracy, Electra Wilson Mypel. Miles James Mitchell. Angelique C. Munoz. Kyra Jade Smith. Graduating cum laude, Olivia Grace Waldenberg. Graduating summa cum laude, Callan Peter Neff. Graduating magna cum laude, Avery Grace Steer. Graduating cum laude, Jackson Clay Morris. Graduating with distinguished honors, Madison Louise Rhodes. Viva Mungu Ali Mipa. Let's go! Graduating cum laude, Deborah Mugisha. Graduating cum laude, Ken May Num. Graduating magna cum laude, Thomas James Ray. Eunice Via Toshier. Graduating magna cum laude, Tate Elizabeth Nelson. Graduating with 70 credits from Eastern Washington University, Hannah Jordan Nemi. Graduating cum laude, Kylie A. Pester. Graduating cum laude, Emma Sandra K. Moore. Diego Efrain Ochguercha. Graduating summa cum laude and a seal of biliteracy, Bailey Grace Vanderweld. Isabella Grace Canzeri. Graduating with the seal of biliteracy, Sebastian Philippe Orton. Kivante Javari Neal. Graduating cum laude and a seal of biliteracy, Cheyenne Shahrabadi.
Alright. What are we here on the yellow wake?
Alyssa A. Schmelzer. Tylea Tressay Petrie. Omar Rosales. Graduating with distinguished honors and a seal of biliteracy, Dagan Show Roper.
Woo!
Graduating with distinguished honors, Cassidy Jean Worley. Aiden Troy Lewis Yosek. Graduating magna cum laude, Jacob Thomas Rice. Kalina Ann Warwick. Henry Rashidi. Graduating summa cum laude, Sophie A. Rast.
Gunnar James Rohrholm. Graduating as a Distinguished Honor Scholar, Lauren Summer Tippett. Oliver Allen Hartwig. Cody Ryan Spasic, graduating as a Distinguished Honors Student. Christina Lee Fan. Kalpa Rai. Graduating with an AA degree from SFCC, Jacob T. Tenold. Graduating cum laude, Joel Christopher Zilak. Tatum Renee Rico. Dante Solomon. Shlaka Shalifa. Austin Wade Runkle. Graduating first in his family, Mason Skylar Rose. Graduating with distinguished honors, Shi Shou. Avery Lynn Riley. Sydney Alexis Waddell. Miguel C. Brock Dennis Thomas. Graduating cum laude, Rogan Carl Kahale Tinsley. Graduating with distinguished honors, Benjamin Michael Stone. Alonzo A. Williams. Zane Elijah Stevens. Anna Ray Thompson. Graduating as a distinguished honor student, Pramila Suba. Graduating cum laude, Kelsey Bryn Williams. Logan Emmett Williamson.
Now it is our honor and pleasure to present to you the graduated Lewis and Clark class of 2020.